Let's talk TikTok. You ready to talk TikTok?
I'm ready to talk TikTok.
It's probably not the stuff you follow on TikTok. So,
I love my TikTok.
well, you don't get used to it. So, this week, the Congress, the House of Representatives, passed a bill that would force ByteDance, which is the company that owns TikTok, to sell it because they believe it's a national security threat. If they don't sell it, it gets shut down and banned in the United States. Now, this still has to go through the Senate, and it still has to go to Biden's desk, who's already pretty much said he's going to sign it. I got some problems with this, and this may not be the most popular opinion amongst my audience, but hear me out. I know TikTok, it's woke, I get it. I'm not a fan of a lot of the stuff that goes on TikTok. I think here's what I've noticed about TikTok, though. TikTok is what you make it. Because their number one goal is to keep you on that app. Because the longer you're on that app, the more ads you're going to see. The more ads you see, the more money they can make off. That's literally all it's about, right? Their goal is to keep you on that app, just like any other social media app. So if they show you stuff that you don't want to see, or you're not going to stay on that app too long. So if you're seeking the woke shit out, yeah, you're going to see the woke shit. But if you just look up puppies, all you're going to see is puppies.
I feel like you're calling me out right now.
What? Is that what you see is puppies?
Puppies and Taylor Swift and Kate Middleton.
Well, it's all those apps are like this. Like, I'll see guys be like, Instagram's just degeneracy. All I see are tits and ass on my For You page. I'm like, well, you kind of outed yourself there. Dude, Mark Zuckerberg would sell his kidney to get your information. Okay? Zuck's not sending you stuff that you don't want to see. Trust me. That's all I can say. So, they passed this bill, and much to her credit, AOC voted against it. And she said the reason she voted against it was because they gave them 4 days to read it. Several thousand pages. They gave them 4 days to read it. Now, I wish this was a one-off situation, but this is all too common in Congress. This happens more often than not. They send these congressmen these bills. They say, hey, you got a week and a half to read this thing. By the way, it's 6,000 pages. Good luck. So the congressman goes, I ain't reading that, and he gives it to his aides that, by the way, we pay for on the taxpayer dime. And the aides take it. And not like Magic Johnson aides, congressional aides, AIDS. And the aides will take these things and they'll each break down certain, and that's what they get paid to do. And they'll take it back to the congressman and they'll hit them with the main points. Now, I don't understand why we can't pass a law that says, hey, no more than 10 pages. It shouldn't take more than 10 pages. It shouldn't take more than 5 pages to pass a law, to be completely honest. If it's more than 5 pages, it should be a separate bill. But they throw all this pork and all this crap in there, and there's a lot of disturbing stuff in there. There's a lot of disturbing stuff that's in this TikTok bill, and it's way deeper than just TikTok. Here's my thing. I know we're the ones that got the ball rolling on this on the right. We're the ones that started this. Trump started this about the banning TikTok. We started the conversation around it, at least. I don't like the precedent of the government being able to decide which apps we can and can't use. I don't like that. My other problem with TikTok is probably the only app out there right now, the only content creation app out there where you can actually build a legitimate following from the ground up as an independent creator. I have amassed in about half the time on TikTok. No, not even half. A fourth of the time. 7 times the following on TikTok that I have on YouTube, or that I have on YouTube and Rumble combined. 7 times the following. In about a third or a fourth of the time. It's not a perfect algorithm. I understand that. There is some censorship that goes on there, but no more than it does on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, right? So it's not a perfect algorithm, but it truly is one of the few apps where you don't have to pay to play. Or you don't have to, even Rumble. Rumble, we've noticed some of our numbers have gone down on Rumble. And I started looking at it, and I'm like, oh, that's because they're throttling people. So it's not just us that's going down, it's all the smaller creators. So Rumble, and I appreciate what they've done for free speech, but the reality is Rumble signed a bunch of different creators over, and they paid them money to come over and be exclusive. And, well, what do you do? When you have money invested in someone, you have a direct incentive to throttle somebody else, right? So to throttle people that you aren't paying. So that's what they do. And that's, again, I get it. It's a business. I understand how it works. I'm not stupid. But TikTok's the one app that I really haven't noticed problems with that. You can pretty much, I can pick up my phone, record something for 30 seconds, and in 2-3 hours, I have 5,000 views on it, like that, you know? So it's cool. I don't like the idea of stifling independent creators. What are you going to say?
If you don't mind me asking.
What's up?
What's like, do you get like paid at all for, I don't know how like.
For TikTok?
Yeah. Like, how does that work? Or do you have to have
It's not
like,
a lot of money.
Do you have to have like 1 million views or something?
No, it's.
I just don't know how that works.
It's seriously like 3 million views is going to get you $300. You don't get paid a lot.
Really?
No one's paying their bills off TikTok. Anyone that tells you they are either has sponsorships, is being paid to do it for somebody else, or they're selling something on there. But no one's getting paid. No one's paying their bills off just views.
So you have to have like a lot of views.
Oh yeah, you've got to have just crazy views on every video. So yeah, I mean, if you're doing 3 videos a day and every video is getting, or I mean, you're doing 5 videos a day, every video is getting a million views. It's $500 a day. I guess that's okay money. But yeah, very, very, very few people are
$500 a day. That's okay money.
I mean, yeah, no, that'd be decent. Yeah, that'd be good money. It's like $15,000 a month. No, that's good money. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking like they were only doing it from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. But no, so I don't like the idea of making it more difficult for independent media outlets to come, like this one, to rise up. Here's the other problem with this bill, though. This bill in particular. This bill is, for lack of a better term, a Trojan horse. We're going to get fucked in the ass on this one. So here's what this bill does. This bill doesn't just ban TikTok. This bill gives the president, you know, the one that we spend all this time talking about how he's a wannabe dictator, that president. This bill gives the president of the United States, whoever that may be, whether it's Trump, Biden, or whoever, this gives him the authority to ban websites and apps. Any of them. I'll read it here. Let's see here. Let me pull up part of the bill. Foreign adversary controlled application. The term foreign adversary controlled application means a website, desktop app, mobile application, or augmented or immersive technology application that is operated directly or indirectly, including through a parent company, subsidiary, or affiliate. It also says providing services to distribute, maintain, or update such foreign adversary controlled application. So it's all legalese. So they can ban websites. That you're giving Joe Biden, Republicans, the majority, only it was like 17 Republicans voted no to this. The Republican majority in the House just gave Joe Biden the ability to be judge, jury, and executioner. Something else they put in this bill. If a platform engages in what they've deemed to be election interference, they can force you to sell it. Guess what they did last week? They filed a complaint against Elon Musk and X for so-called election interference. See how they're laying the foundation here? So now they can turn around and say, now that they've got this new bill, they can turn around and go, hey, Elon Musk interfered in the election. This guy that promotes free speech, that's been public enemy number one, you know, that we've used our Department of Justice to terrorize and harass, that's exposed us for collaborating with big tech and then, you know, the intelligence agencies to rig an election, that Elon Musk, we can force him to sell Twitter now. So he's no longer a problem. See, it's all about controlling the narrative to them. It's all about controlling the narrative. And what else does this do? When you get rid of TikTok, where are all the views going? All that content's going to go somewhere. People aren't just going to go, well, I'm done. Where are they going? It's all going to Facebook and Instagram. That's where that's going to go, is to Reels. Because that's who's got the game cornered right now. Who owns Instagram? Meta. Mark Zuckerberg. Establishment as it gets. Remember what I said? TikTok. It's a little bit easier for independent creators to kind of rise up from nothing and build their own following. You know, even if you go against the grain, because I don't get censored. I'll get censored if I say something inappropriate, yeah. But I don't get censored for just having conflicting viewpoints. I know that's what a lot of people like to think. I've gotten videos that have had hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok that had conflicting viewpoints away from what the establishment wants everyone to believe, and they let it go. So I don't get censored on there. Nearly as much as we do on Facebook and Instagram. We don't even bother posting the show to Facebook anymore. It gets removed almost immediately. So when they get rid of TikTok and they get rid of the independent creators, that allows Mark Zuckerberg and the establishment to control the narrative from Meta. So that way, I mean, that's basically what rigged the last election when they censored the Hunter Biden laptop story, which 2/3 of the independent voters said would have directly affected their vote. They literally gave Joe Biden the election by doing that. So call me crazy. I don't like the idea that Joe Biden can just take a look at InfoWars. Say what you want about Alex Jones, but he has a right to say what he wants to say. I don't like the idea that Joe Biden can take a look at Fox News or Outlaw Streamers or Rumble and just say, hey, you're done. Bye-bye. This is election interference because you're questioning our institutions. You're a threat to our democracy. You're done. See you later.
I'll eat your ass.
It's inappropriate. Now we're banned from Facebook. I also think it's just hypocritical because they're doing this under the guise that because everything they do is under the guise of public safety, right? It's for the public. It's for your own good. You know, the Chinese government's spying on you. We here at the U.S. government, we would never spy on you. It's not like we renew a law every year that not only allows us to spy on you, but increases those powers every single year. It's not like we do that all the time. We would never spy on you here. You know, the Chinese spying on me might be a little bit more of an argument. I might be more willing to buy that argument that they're concerned about the Chinese spying on me if they didn't just let one of their balloons float across the entire country over multiple military bases and take up God knows what information before they shot it down over the ocean. I might be a little bit more willing to buy that argument. Now, a Mr. Dennis Balthaser would tell you that balloon story is just like the acronym BS. See, Dennis still believes that it's a UFO. So you do what you will with that one. Also, here's my thing, man. Call me crazy. Caleb Salvatore, and honestly, probably all of you listening, really don't have all that much to worry about what the Chinese do with my information. Really not that big of a deal to me. I'm much more concerned about my own government because they can do a whole lot more to me than the Chinese. So what the hell is the Chinese going to do to me? Oh, he posted memes and he hates the government. So what? Oh, he's texting his mom. That was a long call with your wife today. What were you talking about? What the hell is the Chinese government going to do to me? How many narcissists are out there? Well, I don't want China getting my info. China doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You know what they're doing with your information? They're taking your information and they're trying to sell you things. Now, I can understand if you work for a corporation, because there is a lot of intellectual property theft going on in China. I can understand if you've got like a company cell phone or you got work stuff on your phone. I can understand a corporation that's concerned about corporate espionage saying, hey, do not have these apps on your phone. They will steal your information. They will steal our customers' information. Do not have I can understand why a company would say that. I can understand why government officials that are in top secret clearance positions dealing with highly classified documents every day, why they wouldn't want them to have TikTok on their phone. So if you want to establish a policy as an employer that says, hey, no TikTok on your phone, I know why you're laughing, no TikTok on your phone, that's fine. But just this blanket statement that bans it for everybody's counterproductive, and it sets a horrible precedent that will be abused. We can sit here and we can talk about just a bill that outright bans TikTok and nothing else, and we can have that debate. I'll still disagree with you. But this one, this is a whole can of... We're opening up Pandora's shitbox on this one. This is a bad idea. It's going to set the precedent to be abused time and time again. Which is what they do with all these laws. They're always setting up... Nothing's ever about fixing the immediate issue that they claim the law is there to fix. It's always about setting them up to take more of your freedoms in the long run. That's all this has ever been about. Whenever they do this shit, like the Patriot Act with 9/11, well, we're doing it because we need to catch Al-Qaeda. Then a couple years later, they turn around and make it permanent. It was never about Al-Qaeda. They used Al-Qaeda as the excuse to warrantlessly wiretap everyone in the country's phones forever. And now it's a daily part of our lives that we just accept. It was never supposed to be permanent. That's exactly what they're doing here. They're setting the precedent. If they don't like what you say on your website, if they think your platform is a threat to our democracy, the president of the United States, whether it's Trump or Biden, I don't care. This should be a nonpartisan issue. Everyone should agree with me here. We all hate the other guy. Whatever side of the coin we fall on, and we all fall on one of them. We all hate the other guy, and we don't want that guy to be the judge, jury, and executioner as far as what information's allowed to get out there. Don't think that's a controversial take. I feel like that's the correct take. Am I right or am I crazy, Mia?
I think you're right.
You think I'm right?
Yeah.
You just don't want TikTok to get banned.
No, I just don't want TikTok to get banned because I love TikTok.
Well, you'll have to find something else. You have to find... Oh, and by the way, it is Women's History Month this month. And today is the day we're recording this is Working Women's Wednesday. So Mia, who works harder than anyone on this show, scrolling through TikTok while I'm trying to get her to pull up a video, checking her Facebook and her spam emails. Let's wish everyone in the comments, wish Mia a happy happy Working Women's Week.
You're not wrong.
See? Everyone give her a big round of applause in the comments. All right, that has been our lead topic for the week. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.